Hello my treasures, it's time for a new Hearthstone video. This time we are going to be searching for the golden monkey in standard Hearthstone. You might be asking, how do we search for the golden monkey in standard Hearthstone? Well, Elise, who is sadly rotating out soon, much like her mercenary counterpart, allows you to find the golden monkey and hopefully overwhelm your opponent with a bunch of legendary golden minions. I know this deck isn't the best deck in the world, but I really wanted to use her one last time before she actually rotates out. But I think this version is probably the best you're going to get. Basically, with how I built the deck, you should have an incredibly easy time to find Elise Starseeker very quickly, and then once you do, you should be able to find the spell that she shuffles into the deck, and then you just have to draw into the golden monkey, which should also be really easy. For the Mulligan guide of the deck, the most important thing to look for is Elise Starseeker. Outside of Elise, you're going to be looking for any early game minions, but particularly looking for cards that will draw you into additional minions, such as Alliance Bannerman. You also are going to be looking for cards like Blessed Goods in order to get additional copies of maybe a weapon you can use as a removal tool, or a Talion Forging so you can draw into that Elise even quicker. With that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Mage. Oh, they even have a name for Mage. Let's get rid of everything. Nothing gets us to Elise really quickly. So this is going to be an interesting game. We do have a heal, which is nice. Questline, okay. I mean, it is rotating out soon. I'm actually kind of sad I never got to go back to a lot of the quest lines, because there's quite a few that I wanted to do something with, which is probably why I'll end up making a video going over some decks to try out before they rotate out. Okay, so that makes sense. Using that does not make sense right now, though. Oh, I guess we don't even need to draw into Elise. Have cards to draw. We can just top deck her. Treasure guard. We're going to show them a true treasure here. Oh, gotta love these top decks. Now let's coin out Elise. Give them a little bit of a heart attack here. And that's good. Come on, give us... It's not exactly what I needed. Reordering isn't bad per se. We get the carry-all for later. Oh. We might have not wanted to reorder there, to be honest, because we could have used Sea Guide and then... Oh, no, we wouldn't have guaranteed a reorder if we had done it like that. It's cool seeing a deck like this still. Okay, so Scorpion doesn't do much. We can put it down, just seeing what we grab. Oh, sure, let's... Well, we probably should have actually targeted the Scorpion there, because we technically don't need to keep Elise alive. There is actually no reason to keep her alive, but you know, she's the mascot of the deck. They're actually trading. Okay, I'm curious if they can actually do enough damage output in Mage right now to get through a full HP carry-all. I don't think they can, but they could in theory. They also probably should attack into the 2/2s with the Scorpion. I very much doubt I do that. Okay, let's go with Temple Guard. Blood Matriarch is tempting also. Yeah, Temple Guard is just going to be better, because it doesn't rely on us waiting to put one of these down. We don't really care about buffing up our deck at this point, so Party Up is probably the best bet. Kill the 3/4. Prismatic Elemental. Please don't get anything good. Actually, it doesn't even matter if you get anything good. We can instantly get rid of it. You have the good old Scorpion body. I mean, that is one of the better cards they could have randomly generated there, but again, Scorpion helps us out a lot more than it helps you. Let's band together and get something good. That isn't something good. Let's just put down our Explorer, explore a little bit into our future. Let's get Brasswing. They'll probably have some problems getting rid of it. Getting rid of it, I mean, that did heal us a little bit. I think putting down the Mistress was probably a mistake on that turn. Let's put down Carriel, take 1 damage a pop from these, and then just go face. It's not really even taking 1 damage because we have the armor. Ooh, are they actually going to get any? No, you are getting really unlucky with that Dungeoneer. They are going to be able to complete their questline pretty quickly here. Looks like they're probably missing a Frost spell in hand, I'd assume. They probably have everything else. Base doesn't really matter too much. Guess they did randomly generate a Frost spell there, so... Okay, what do we want to do? Brasswing is probably the better bet. I also... think I make the mistake of forgetting about blessed goods in this game, which is my bad, I guess. We don't actually have anything in our hand that we still want to protect. Oh, Talion, I guess. We could put down Talion and then use Guy to get the bottom of the deck, which should in theory include the treasure map. Yeah, I would get rid of that too if I was them. Just helping them complete their questline though. That is the main problem. And only if we had Mutanus. If we had Mutanus, we'd actually be in a pretty good time. Okay, we're gonna choose a secret. That tells us what it's going to be. Let's draw a card, see if we can get anything cool. That isn't really that cool. Oh, it actually wasn't the secret from before. Interesting. Let's put one of the blessed goods at the top of the deck. I know it's not going to buff it up, but I'd rather do it like this. And then we can use the Explorer or... everything's going to go, or their stats are going to go away, but shouldn't really matter too much in the end. There's the Blessed Good. There's the Knight of Atonement. Come on, come on, come on. Perfect. Exactly what we needed to see. And now everything should be reordered. Oh, you know, one card earlier that would have been really good. Let's go with Avenge. Then place the Avenge down. How are we going to deal with that 7/7 is the question. Without taking a bunch of face damage. Oh, right. Righteous Defense. We randomly generated that, didn't we? Well, I guess that fixes that issue. Sure, we'll take a free secret. Put this down. There's the Blessed Goods. Something cool. Judgment. Probably shouldn't have used that yet, just because they do still have the minion on board. And that isn't really a minion that we want to reduce to a 1/1, but, you know, I'm expecting them not to play that many more minions, if I had to guess. Because that really did nothing there. That was just a bad misplay. At least we did get the Vengeance on something, though. Okay, so the only card we're missing... That's annoying, but that's fine. That is fine. They get rid of 2 of our minions. That's just perfectly fine. The only card we're missing is the Golden Monkey. We're running out of cards in our deck, but let's see what we can grab. Ooh, Sunwell is funny. Sunwell can actually get us a lot of cool little toys. Don't know if I'd consider those fun little toys. You're going to be able to draw additional cards, which could be bad for us, but we are Cario. So as long as they don't have weapon removal, we should be pretty good. I get it. You want your spells to cast twice, but I don't think that's going to help you too much here. Okay, that's going to be actually 4 damage. How do we want to do this? Could we... We're so close to the Golden Monkey, I kind of just want to trade. I know we can win the game if we don't quickly, but winning the game isn't fun if you can't do your win condition, right? Oh. Hey, we don't even have to search for the Golden Monkey. We can just get the Golden Monkey, I guess. Let's unleash the chaos on them. Give them a 1/1 or 1/3. Kill their minion, go face. And we have 4 heals per turn. Could be even higher if we got lucky with... oh no, we'd have to shuffle everything in, then get Lothomar and yada yada. I think we're going to Lothomar and then swap the hand next turn. Oh, we actually could heal for 6 each. A little bit annoying, but fine. We'll deal with it. Boy, oh boy. Aren't you wishing for some type of AoE board clear at this point? Plague Strike. Hey, that's a weird trade. Unless they have something like First Flame. I mean, they could. Oh, no. Okay. Doesn't really do anything for us. It's just a nice, well-statted body in theory. Come on, give us something cool. Okay, that hand looks actually pretty nice. I mean, we can't ever use Cookie the Cook. If we use Cookie the Cook, we instantly lose. Like, no joke, we instantly lose. But everything else we can. Okay, maybe Fleet Runner we can't either. But for the most part, we can use anything. Also, Fleet Runner, another card that I completely forgot existed. I don't think I used her a single time during the entire year she was or year and a half that she existed. I think I did try to make her work when she first came out, and then it just felt bad. She's a worse Tess. That's the main problem. I think there's enough thief rogue support that you probably could maybe make use of her. If she also cost maybe one less, she'd be way better too. I think she's rotating out, right? She was part of Stormwind, maybe? It's been a long time. Okay, let's just keep on clearing out the board. If they're gonna take half damage, we might as well, or 1 damage, we might as well clear out the board. We could get really funny with this. Put this down. I actually probably shouldn't have hero power there, but whatever. Let's just put down, it doesn't really matter what we put down. Let's put down these two. That's actually a card that I would have loved to see burned. Prevents them from doing a lot more damage. We also destroyed their legendary to double cast. So we're actually not in a bad position even though we're at 19 HP. I know we're taking half damage, but there are a lot of... The one thing that could kill us is if they can get a loop of Ignite over and over and over again. But what are the chances that they're actually trying to do something like that, right? Solid Alibi doesn't really do much here. Prevents us from healing a little bit more, but our golden army isn't going to let you win here. Though, I'm actually kind of curious. What are they looking for to win out the game here? Oh, that's a little bit of a shame. Let's just buff everything up. See if we can grab anything. A Topior. Come on, just heal, heal, heal. Please don't have another solid Alpi. I would like to end this game pretty soon, if possible, please. It's been a long one. It was 20 minutes originally. I very much doubt it will be now, but you never know. Out of all the minions to assassinate, I guess it is the biggest stat line, so that does kind of make a little bit of sense. We don't have any spells though, so outside of it being the biggest minion, there's no point of actually doing that. Flash of light. Just gotta keep on trucking as wide as a board as humanly possible. Man, I can't believe I actually managed to pull off the golden monkey for once. What a send-off for this wacky card. Okay, time for a game against Death Knight. This opening hand doesn't look that bad. We have ways to draw into additional cards, and we also have ways to search through our deck, or even generate additional threats as removal. Not really that bad of a start. Would have preferred to see maybe Elise. We might have wanted to hard Mulligan into Elise, but it is what it is. We'll just put down a Knight of Atonement, and the next turn we'll put down the other Knight of Atonement into a Blessed Goods, probably, I would assume. Oh, Heartstrike. Okay, so they're blood. That shouldn't really shock us too much. Let's just put these two down. Light's Hammer is probably good for earlier removal. Depends on when they actually put down any minions. Please don't generate anything that will get rid of minions out of our deck. Oh, that's a little bit of a waste in my opinion, but sure. Do some damage to yourself. I really like the fact that I finally got to use this paladin skin, or remember to. Probably one of my favorite paladin skins in a long time. I don't usually buy Hearthstone skins unless they're from a pre-order. Okay, how do we want to do this? Let's use Blessed Goods. Leviathan or Reckoning is this choice. Leviathan allows us to actually deal with some bigger minions, which could be really good. Can draw Order in the Court, which should draw us into Talion for next turn, which should, in theory, get oh no, we get Talion, then we get Elise. I forgot. I forgot I also drew a card. That's fine. We do have the Talion for when we do put the Golden Monkey into the deck, which basically allows us to get the combo on pretty early on, which is pretty nice. There goes our Elise. Then we'll just pass it back to them. I thought about attacking there, but we're not low enough where it matters yet. Ruby and Egg, Prince Renathal. Ooh, Alliance Bannerman. Let's see if that can draw us into the 3/3. Oh no, we're still using Scoundrel. Ended up replacing Scoundrel with the 3-drop Taunt because I completely forgot that card existed in the first place when I made this deck. Okay, Bronze Explorer or Order in the Court? That is the question. Let's go with Order in the Court. Don't know if that's actually going to be too useful here, but you never know. Then we can get rid of Renathal. Oh, okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. If they have a lot of spells in their hand, getting rid of Frog lets them actually use those spells next turn. Of course, they've generated Vampiric Blood. Why did it have to be Vampiric Blood? Let's reorder. Hopefully we can... Oh, that's not exactly what I wanted to see, but I guess it works. Ooh, Golden Wing is actually pretty nice. Time Warden, in theory, could also come up, depending on how many dragons we actually have. Let's go with Seal of Blood. And then just go Faces the Place, I guess, for now. Kill at least one minion. That does turn on their undead synergy, but hopefully they're not playing anything like that, right? Ah, they're gonna munch a little bit on us. Well, there goes Elise. Miss Corpid, Leviathan, or Scoundrel. You could also use Golden Wing. Let's use Leviathan here. That pops that without triggering any heal, which is good. I just needed to double check that that's the dredge one. Oh, right, I forgot. We were also using Mistake in this, which was actually a huge mistake. Ended up replacing it with Mistress of Mixture, I think, just because we did need a little bit of additional survivability, and we didn't really have access to it since we weren't running a bunch of spells. There are a few cards in this deck that throughout testing it, oh, perfect, just nuke our entire board. Won't matter too much to us. Probably should have used Cariel there. We can use Avenge. If we use Avenge, plus the Scorpion, as long as they don't kill both of our minions, we're actually in a pretty good position. Then just use our hero power. It is a little bit sad that we are going to be losing a lot of the secrets. Actually, we're losing all the secrets for Paladin, which is what's making a lot of people speculate that Warlock might be actually getting some secrets. Perfect. Buff up our minion. That is exactly what we wanted to see. That isn't, though. That is a weird choice of an order of attack there, but I won't complain if they don't. Just going to get rid of that and buff up something. Oh, Talion. Talion's not really what we wanted to hit, per se. Not really the worst target to hit, either. Well, at least they're only healing for 3. Scoundrel. There is a reason why I was going to say, there is a reason why we cut it out of the deck, and we do have enough mana to do this. We just AoE everything, hit their face. Can you believe that they're making that into a 3 mana spell? It makes a lot of sense, though. Remorseless Winter is it, but it costs the same, and it draws you a card. There's no reason to consecrate at 4 mana if that's going to be the case. We also are going to be losing Cariel, which means you can't really OTK easily. And I say easily, very loosely hit if you don't have a way to discount your cards. Because trust me, I did try a OTK Paladin frontline deck that probably one of the worst ideas I've ever had for a video on the channel. Let's just draw a card, see what we grab. Good old mistake. Continuing to prove that it's a mistake. Ooh, Kazakis. That could be fun. It also refills our deck. But we could just, in theory, win with Kazakis instead. Probably the card I'm going to miss the most when it rotates out. Actually, I shouldn't even say probably the card that I'm going to miss most when it rotates out. It is going to be the card that I miss most once it rotates out. Come on, Golden Monkey. There we go. We barely have any cards left in our deck, but probably should have put down both of the mistakes. Well, enjoy 13-14 with Divine Shield, I guess. Of course, they had Obliterate. They always have Obliterate. Now, we can either win or lose, depending on what we actually do here. If we put down the Golden Monkey, we in theory could win, depending on what we randomly generate. Or we put down Kazakis, see what we randomly get, shuffle everything back into our deck. Pure Cold's great. Wand is great. Let's go with Bubba. Oh, let's annoy them a little bit. And Vampiric Fangs. Why not? And then we probably should shuffle everything into our deck. Oh, we're not going to do anything? Okay, that works too. Probably, again, really should have shuffled everything into the deck. Little mistakes here and there, you know? Getting really, really low, and I don't like how low we're getting. Oh, that is a pretty good top deck there. Let's heal for 7. Really like healing for 14. I don't think using the golden monkey, I mean, we could, it just, I don't think it's worth it. Because if we can get a wand here, that's not wand. We could use Bubba. I think let's use Vampiric Bangs. Oh, I targeted the wrong thing. I should have went after the 4-5. It's still fine, it's fine. It heals based off of HP, not attack, which is good for us. We're going to obliterate our Kazakhstan. Please, keep playing that down. It makes our life way easier. I think that's a little bit of a waste in my opinion, but okay, sure. Do that. Pure cooled number 2. We use Bubba and get rid of that. 1 is left over. Then we can use the second Bubba. We have 20 worth of stats as long as they don't have that 8-8. Also probably should attack into the 4-4. You could say Bubba is quite massive here. Okay, so we have 20 on board and 10 in hand. Or no, 16 in hand. It's 8 damage. Okay, actually, as long as they don't heal, we should be able to win next turn, I think. On. Don't have anything good. Have 8 mana, so they could have the... Oh, that... Oh, doesn't even matter. We're going to disintegrate any hope they have or had. Let's just freeze them out and attack face. Now they're 2-4. Just wipe out our board and don't do anything else. I think you're a little bit too late there, my friend. We're going to patch this victory together, I guess. Alright, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, the deck isn't the best in the world. However, if you're a fan of wacky decks, this is great for you. Outside of that, you're probably not going to want to use this deck. I tanked my MMR rating so much that even though I'm in Legends, I was only facing plat players. This is probably because I did try this in 2 different classes before settling on Paladin. That felt the most consistent out of the bunch. Paladin had a nice mix of being able to draw into key minions and key spells, and having a lot of discover tools to generate big minions or big spells. Another thing that's a little bit awkward in this deck is Blessed Goods and Knight of Atonement. You could in theory cut them out for other 1-drop minions that will draw you into other cards such as Peasant. However, Blessed Goods actually came up quite a few times as early game removal tool, so I liked this version in the end the most. And as mentioned before, if you're looking to win, this isn't the deck for you. But if you want a wacky deck, go for it. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.